Just because NBA players happen to make boatloads of money and have a seemingly perfect life doesn't mean they don't look back on certain decisions and wish they had done things differently.
What do you say to your kid though, like living up to you being their dad, and they're playing the same sport that you played? How do you give them a peace of mind that they don't have to be you?
I still regret giving my 14-year-old my name because of that.
Right.
That's the other biggest regret I have in my basketball career was switching that pick and roll with Steph, with JR and Kyrie. I still can't, I can't bring myself to watch that footage. It's too uncomfortable, you know? It still burns. You never get over things like that in your career.
I don't have no, the only regret that I have in my career is, I would say, not accepting the constructive criticism from Coach Brown early in my career. I think I would have been a better player sooner.
Lately, I haven't been reflecting on my playing career, but when I do think about it, you know, I just wish there was some things I could have did better. I wish I could have took care of my body a little bit better. Hopefully got a couple more years out of it. I do wish I could have played a little bit more than 100 games.
That's my biggest regret. I'm like, man, I never made an all-star game. I mean, I was close one year. I was averaging like 18 and 8.
And unfortunately, all the money in the world can't make that feeling go away. They're gonna have to live with whatever is bothering them forever. Michael Jordan wants to act like he doesn't have any regrets.
In your life, what is your greatest regret?
You know, I really don't have regrets. I am a person that says, you know, as soon as you look back in your history and you come up with something that you feel like you want to change, something else has to change.
But according to Ray Lewis, that just isn't true, as he had this to say when he made an appearance on Speak for Yourself back in 2017.
That's the conversation Tim Duncan has, Kobe Bryant. Like, these guys stay home and they will forever be connected to one city, one franchise. That's valuable by itself. This is the honest God truth. MJ, I'll never forget this, said to me, the only thing I regret is putting on another uniform. That's it.
While he wasn't specific on which uniform Jordan was talking about, Lewis seems to be implying that Jordan regretted playing for the Washington Wizards because it kind of left a stain on his legacy, as he can no longer say that he played his entire career with one team like other players can say. The Wizards failed to make the playoffs in the 2 seasons he played there. I've always felt that he already had the perfect storybook ending, and that the last shot he took with the Bulls should have been the last shot he ever took in the NBA. And if what Ray Lewis said is true, it looks like Jordan feels the same way. Shaquille O'Neal didn't beat around the bush when he was asked about his biggest regrets.
To what extent do you think you made the most of your talent?
Only regret I have right now is 2 regrets. Actually 3. Missing 5,000 free throws, not passing up Wilt Chamberlain in points, and not being higher on the scoring list. That's it. Those are my only 3 regrets.
But those just had to do with his playing career. We all know that the most painful regrets one can have to do with real life, the ones you have off the court.
It's 3 what-ifs that will never go away. What if I'd have called my sister 2 minutes before she passed away and said, I love you? What if I could have dropped my ego and been like, Cole, what you doing, my boy? And what if I'd have did the right thing when I was supposed to do the right thing as a married man? Those will never go away.
Here's Shaq talking about his reaction to receiving the news of Kobe's death.
One day I'm sitting in the house and my son come up crying. He said, yo man, Kobe just died in a helicopter crash. I was like, y'all bullshit, it's a hoax, stop it. And I said, hold on, let me verify it. And I called my guy from the sheriff office, he said it was true. I start crying. And I'm like, damn it, I didn't even holler at him.
He says that the last time he talked to Kobe for longer than 5 seconds was when they did that sit-down interview together. And although they seemingly squashed their beef that day, Shaq still has regrets about not reaching out after that.
Last time, you know, we did the sit-down everybody was waiting for. That's the last time I hollered. Like, I didn't get the number. I didn't text him, I didn't holler him, and that still haunts me. The only thing I regret is I could have hollered. It don't take you no time to be like, hey man, what's happening? Like a text or something. I never did it, he never did it. And that's what hurt me the most. It really does. I think about it all the time. And I have pictures of him in my house, so when I see him, I'm like.
Shaq isn't the only one that has regrets when it comes to Kobe.
That's one regret I do have. Because I had his
just
number for a minute.
Just pouring more into that relationship?
I had his number for a minute, and this was before like I got really close with him. Because I ain't gonna lie, like hearing about how intense his workout was, hear about like the times he worked out, I was always like a little like, I don't know if like I could do it. You know what I mean? So I was always afraid to like really like, yo, Lil Cole,
Like dive
can I
into
come
it.
work out with you? Like type shit. And that's the biggest regret I have of not utilizing that time when I had the chance.
And of course, that's exactly how Jason Tatum feels too. He wanted to reach out to Kobe more, but didn't want to disturb him. Quote, "The thing that I regret is I wish I would have called Kobe more. I wish I would have texted him more. I just always thought he was so busy. I never wanted to bother him. We knew each other. He told me to text him, to call him anytime. But I was almost scared, and obviously after what happened, I wish I would have reached out more." He went on to say that it taught him a valuable lesson, to no longer hesitate to reach out to other stars. It's kind of sad that we don't realize what we have until it's too late. And unfortunately for LeBron, he also had to find that out the hard way. When LeBron first signed with the Lakers, he and Kobe made plans to meet up for dinner, but due to the conflicting and chaotic schedules of each superstar, the two could never establish a firm date. Each time they came across one another, the meeting was brought up, but it kept getting put on the back burner. It's something that still bothers James to this day. Quote, "Of course you think there's going to be time for us to get together, and I understand that there are regrets in life, but I definitely wish I had that moment with him. What's crazy is Kobe tried to give us advice when he said this, but I guess we just didn't take it seriously." After listening to all these players express their regrets about Kobe, I think it only makes sense that we take a listen to some regrets that Kobe had himself. Similar to Jordan, he also wanted us to believe that he was the type of person that didn't have any regrets.
If I had the power to turn back time, I would never use it. I don't think about it. Because then every moment that you go through means absolutely nothing, but you can always go back and do it again.
Now that sounds cool and all, but we all know that there had to be something that happened in his career that just ate away at him, and I think I found it.
You know, there's always one thing on the basketball court that you'd like to have back or correct. What game or year sticks out to you, that the one that got away?
There's two of them to me, the Pistons and the Celtics. You know, but I wish I...
Yeah, but that's in that...
have 7.
Him saying that he should have 7 rings clearly tells us that he was secretly in competition with Jordan. Sure, he ended up getting revenge on the Celtics, but we all know what he really cared about.
How bad, I remember playing with you, your whole thing is that you said, I want to sit at the table with MJ.
Yeah.
Meaning you wanted that 6th ring. What did it mean not to be able to get that?
Oh, it pissed me off, you know?
As we all know, in the summer of 2010, LeBron became an unrestricted free agent and decided to announce where he was going during a TV special on ESPN called The Decision, something he came to immediately regret.
LeBron James says he regrets how he left Ohio. In a sit-down interview with ESPN, the former Cavs superstar talked about losing the finals in Miami and what he would change about the decision.
If I could look back on it, I would probably change a lot of it. You know, the fact that having the whole TV special and people getting an opportunity to watch me make a decision on where I'm going to play, I would probably change that.
And he echoed those same sentiments during a conversation with Oprah as well.
Do you have regrets, any at all, about the way you left Cleveland? Or if you had to do over, would there be different things you do or different things you say?
I think, you know, the whole decision in general could have been done differently.
Meaning the filming of it
Yes,
and
it
the
could have
huddle?
been done differently, but at the end of the day, that I would have still, you know, wanted to be a part of this franchise.
While LeBron regretted the way he handled his decision, Brian Windhorst regretted the way he handled the opportunity to report LeBron's decision. You see, Windhorst might have knew that LeBron was leaving Cleveland to join Miami before anyone else, but he just brushed it off as he didn't really believe it.
Do you have a what-if moment, like a thing that you either thought was going to happen or almost happened or you heard was going to happen that you feel like would have changed the dynamic of the league?
I got tipped off that LeBron was going to go to Miami, and I rejected it. Because I said, no, they can't make the cap space, and those guys aren't taking less. I pushed it right out. Like, I could have had it. I could have really followed up on it like 10 days out. Why did I make an assumption, and why did I not follow that up? It was an arrogant thing for me to do.
The way Brian Windhorst felt stupid in that moment is the same way Russell Westbrook felt stupid when he essentially passed up an opportunity to meet Michael Jordan as a kid.
You were supposed to meet him when you was a kid?
Yeah, see, so what happened was, I was at a Michael Jordan basketball camp. I probably was, I want to say 12, maybe 11, 12 years old. At the end of the camp, each kid get a one signed item from Michael Jordan. So obviously everybody stand in line. So I was playing, at the time I was playing like a little pickup game. So my coach kept like come, hurry up, it's your time. I'm like, no, I'm playing my pickup game. I'm not coming out of line. So long story short, I end up winning my pickup game, but I didn't get assigned Michael Jordan. And when it was over, cap was over, when I got home, my mom and dad was like, did you get the ball signed? And I literally was just like, no, I did not. I was playing the
Oh my God. Did you cry? Did you freak out, or you didn't care?
I did. I definitely care. I wasn't thinking at the time. I was just a little kid having so much fun. I was like, yo, it's time to get your thing signed by Michael Jordan. I was like, okay, I could do it later. And then
never did.
Luckily, this is one of those rare cases where the person who regretted something eventually got the chance to make up for it, as Michael Jordan introduced Russell Westbrook at the Oklahoma Hall of Fame ceremony.